Hi, welcome to the reading of Untangled. It's written by me and some of my classmates. Come on, I'll show you. Untangled. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Rapunzel. She lived with her parents, the king and queen, in their kingdom. Before she was born, her mother became very ill while she was pregnant with Rapunzel. The only way to save the baby and herself was to drink pollen from the magical sundrop flower. The palace guards went out to find the flower, and after a long time of searching, they found it. When they returned to the palace, the cooks mixed the pollen into a soup. This cured the mother's illness, and she was able to give birth to Rapunzel. When Rapunzel was born, they noticed her hair was glistening and was given special powers to help heal the sick and injured. As her hair grew, her powers strengthened. People were very interested when they heard that the princess had magical powers. Everyone wanted her to heal them and would do whatever they could to meet her, but the king and queen kept her hidden inside the castle. One night, an ugly witch became greedy and wanted her all to herself, so she broke into the castle and took Rapunzel. The queen and king thought their daughter was gone forever. As the years went on, Rapunzel was never found. She grew into a beautiful young lady, and the witch used her beauty to her advantage. The witch turned Rapunzel into a prostitute. She never let Rapunzel leave the tower because she did not want her real parents to find her. Each day, the witch continued to make money off Rapunzel's beauty. After seeing so many clients day after day, Rapunzel became numb to love. She didn't know what a normal life was supposed to be like. She didn't know how a lady was supposed to be treated or even how to act. The witch made a lot of money off Rapunzel, which helped her come out of poverty. The witch was greedy and would not share her money with Rapunzel. But then one day, the witch went to the market to get groceries. She had hired a man to fix the leaky faucet while she was away. Rapunzel heard a noise downstairs when she was in her room and was curious if it was another client. She walked out of her room and noticed an attractive young fellow downstairs fixing something. She ducked below the stair rail and spied on him as he did his work. This was weird for Rapunzel because she had never come in contact with a guy who didn't want to use her. As he was leaving, he noticed a shadow. He believed there was a person crouched down at the top of the stair railing. He turned back to see this girl. She seemed so frightened by his appearance that she ran back into the room that was behind her. He was very confused who she was, but before he could follow her back to the room, the witch had returned home. He asked the witch who the girl was, and she cut him off immediately and asked him how much she owes him for the faucet. The witch then paid him and told him to leave right away. A couple of days had passed, and the young fellow could not stop thinking about the mysterious girl. He thought about her day and night, and he decided to return to the tower in hopes of seeing her again. He arrived at the tower and saw men coming in and out and paying the witch at the door as they left. He was suspicious and realized the dirty business going on. He wanted a chance to meet Rapunzel, but he knew there was only one way he could. The next day, he set up an appointment with the witch to be able to see Rapunzel again. When he got to the tower, the witch greeted him and showed him the way to Rapunzel's room. When he came in, Rapunzel's heart dropped. She recognized him from when he came to fix the faucet. Instead of him getting undressed right away, he sat down in the chair next to her. He began to question her and why she is locked up in the tower. Rapunzel was confused because no man had ever treated her like this before. After an hour had passed, they had gotten to know each other a little bit, but he knew he had to go because his time was up. Rapunzel was so excited because Flynn was the first person to ever treat her like a real human being. That same night, Flynn was laying in his bed thinking When he realized he had to do something soon to save her, he immediately got up and got on his horse and went straight to the tower. Once he arrived at the tower, he had to think of ways to wake up Rapunzel and get her attention. He picked up some rocks from the road and started throwing them at her window. Rapunzel was startled by the noise of the rocks hitting the window and got up instantly. She looked out her window and saw Flynn next to his horse smiling at her. He told her that she needed to leave now because the witch was mistreating her and she couldn't keep living that life anymore. Rapunzel was shocked because she didn't realize she was being used and that there was more to life than being a prostitute. Angered by this realization, she lets her hair down the window and slides down her long golden locks. She meets her hero and hugs him tightly. He helps her get on the horse and the two ride away into the dark night. That was the last time Rapunzel would ever see the tower and the witch again. Morning had come and the witch realized that Rapunzel was gone. She was angry and distraught and now had no way to make money. Because of bravery and courage, she knew she had to leave everything behind and escape, even if it meant losing everything. She could start living the life she deserved, and she lived happily ever after with Flynn. The end.